Chapter 738. Yumi was silent for a long while before she said slowly, I didn't expect you to kill them all. You're the only person left who can lead your family. Congratulations, said Wilbur. There was a hint of sadness in her eyes. She smiled tragically and said, Thanks, let's go. There are people waiting for us out there, said Wilbur while he walked outside. Yumi felt mixed emotions. She finally won the family battle, and no one could threaten her life again. However, she could not feel happy at all. The people who died were her family after all. They walked outside and saw several ninjas standing away. They watched Yumi and Wilbur fearfully. There were more than 10 masked ninjas on the other side. They stood there silently. They were the ninjas and assassins of the gardeners. They witnessed the deaths of Cain, Yaren, and Cyrus with their eyes. They could not interfere with that battle at all. They were not able to get close. Wilbur glanced at them. Then he looked at Yumi. Yumi looked at everyone. She took a deep breath and spoke slowly. They're all dead. The family returns to peace. You're all a part of the gardeners. So let's stop the bloodshed. The ninjas and assassins pondered for a moment, then finally knelt and accepted the reality. Yumi had full control of the family without knowing it. However, no one knew the price she had to pay for that. Yumi felt joyous to gain power over the gardeners, but she also felt sad. She could not show her emotions at that moment. She led everyone towards the courtyard. Suddenly, 2 figures leaped toward Wilbur from the back with 2 shiny blades. Wilbur frowned and made a backhanded slap without looking back. A blade energy formed from the spiritual energy soared through a ninja and an assassin. Their bodies were left severed. Yumi stopped walking to look at everyone in the room. She said coldly, Don't provoke us. Everyone knelt again and lowered their gazes. Yumi scoffed coldly and continued forward while walking next to Wilbur. Wilbur smiled faintly like he did not care. He would simply kill those who disobeyed until they did. 4 shadowy figures further away flashed by. Wilbur lowered his gaze and smiled. Sid walked out to greet them after they returned to the courtyard. Sid and the others were shocked to see the ninjas and the assassins behind them. Yumi said slowly, Cain Gardner was mentally ill and died abruptly. Yaren Gardner and Cyrus Gardner plotted for the family fortune, so they were eradicated. Now, I officially announce that I'm taking over the gardeners, the ninjas, and all the Gardner assassins. All the ninjas and assassins in the room knelt again to display their loyalty. Sid and the others also knelt slowly amidst their shock. They felt as though their world was flipped upside down. It was impossible for Cain to die abruptly, even if he was deranged. However, it had become factual because Yumi said so. They knew that Cain, Yaren, and Cyrus were killed by Wilbur. He single-handedly defeated 2 saint-level cultivators and a shadow-level cultivator. How powerful must they be to have a chance against him?